Leave a fucking terrible review on Google Maps. That was a fucking awful route. Stop and go the whole goddamn time. Okay?
All right, Kron, I got Frank, then I got William, and then Anonymous.
No, I can't. No.
I drove all the way out to this rest stop, dude.
You keep setting up all these meetups for me. All these men are unclean, dude.
Why do you say that?
I'm sick as a dog.
It's 15 minutes. We
Yeah,
make $300.
Are you wiping afterwards?
Wait, what part?
Doesn't sound like he's wiping anything, Dan.
What are you, sick or something?
Yeah.
We got towels in here?
No, you steal paper towels from the bathroom, dude. We're truckers. Like what?
Well, we're a trucker and a lot lizard and a pimp.
Bones, put a wet washcloth on my forehead.
It's a paper towel.
I can't get back there. I'm just going to throw it.
And you,
Just stuck to the glass.
what am I supposed to tell these guys?
I don't know. You go out there and do it.
You
Yeah,
have
they don't know what he looks like.
Yeah. They
You're the
don't
most
care.
handsome.
They don't care.
you have a reputation going, man. It's starting to spread. Like,
Well, it's gonna
You're a
spread.
big thing.
It's gonna spread to this truck. I'm sick as shit. I can't go out there, dude. Just tell him. Hey, say knock on the door and you say, "Hey, it's Kron. I'm ready. Do you have your $8?"
What if you wore a N95 mask?
hey,
Well-
you're not putting anything in your mouth, are you?
Well, if they kick in the extra $3,
I thought I canceled out that dude who wanted you to suck on his fingers. Did you not? Did you do that one at the last stop?
you killed him.
No, I got him off the app. I said, no, we doesn't do that stuff.
The guy that was
I don't know.
in the Serve Pro truck?
How'd you
Dude.
get him off iMessage Pool?
Dude, you sucked on that guy's fingers?
Yes, what he wanted.
Oh my gosh.
He had $6 more.
I figured he'd be like the Roto-Rooter type, if you know what I mean.
I think we need to up our price.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have loved. I'm still trying to get a pair of sweatpants, dude.
I just drove us 50 miles out of the way. I feel like I'm due some sort of cancellation fee.
When you get out and it's bare-assed, you coming down the big rig, that is free advertisement, dude. Come on. This is a business.
Okay.
That's what we need to see. They need to see that. They like that piece of meat coming down.
You want me to wear like a sandwich board or a... I don't know what you want.
Dan, the benefit of him being sick, he might drop a few LBs.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're looking a little chunky lately.
They want...
Just saying.
It's all that
Some-
Subway lettuce he's been
This is-
chomping down.
Say
It
the
goes-
meatball sub's not the best choice.
You
It goes in and never comes out.
Yeah. Just like filling a plush Build-A-Bear, you know?
Mhm.
All right, this opens
Dan,
up a
keep
whole
your
new
fucking stable in line, dude. All right?
I told him I'm not going to hit him this time.
Dan, just go out there. You do it. It's $8. It's easy money.
I'm the guy that gets the appointment. I'm the computer, dude. I set it all
Say-
up.
Say
no, you're the...
it. Say it.
I am your person that gets you to the other person. Okay.
Did you just claim to be the internet man?
Yeah, it's all here. And I've been protecting you. I didn't want you to go to suck on this guy's fingers, but we've got other odd requests that I think we might just start accepting.
You're supposed to like take care of me and stuff. You're supposed to get me pants and a wet washcloth for my forehead. Because when I come back, you get $7.50 and I get 50 cents. I'm doing all the work out there, dude.
Shut up. Okay?
Now you being rude.
Shut up.
Now you being rude.
Don't talk back to me, please. I got you that cheetah teddy bear.
I need pants.
And I
need
got you a whole
sweatpants.
bag of Reese's. Okay?
Oh, that's where the fucking weight's coming from then.
Now don't act like
No, it's the lettuce.
the man doesn't take care of his product. I mean you. Okay?
I've been talking to some of the other ladies, and
Shut it up.
we're considering unionizing.
That's fine. That's fine.
Dan,
Go on
to me-
strike. I don't care.
To me, right now, it sounds like you're proudly intimidating a male prostitute. I don't know,
I don't
a
like
PIMP for short.
I don't know what that spells. Sorry. I'm simply a negotiator.
Yeah. A promoter.
Yeah.
An integrator.
Yeah, I like this. Entrepreneur.
Yeah. You're a proud internet media promoter. Or PIMP for short.
I think we probably should buy him some pants, though.
Thank you.
But it speeds up the transaction, though, right? When he walks up to the dude naked.
Yeah.
Dude, we're in...
Time
It's-
is money.
It's
I mean-
February, and we're in Michigan right now. I don't care.
I've been getting
They
a
can take-
lot of
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Baja.
They could take the extra
We're
5
going the
seconds
wrong way.
to rip a pair of sweatpants off me.
requests for Little Pooh Bear. That's what they're calling you.
You better fucking double up those Reese's.
I mean,
Or
Empty-
the lettuce.
empty your bowels in one truck, you get a nickname, you know?
All right, if you're sick, I'll just send Bones out tonight.
Okay,
No,
that's fine.
nope. The rule was I drive.
You drive a hard
My
bargain.
ass is sore enough from this seat, dude.
It's just hand stuff, dude. It's
Hey,
not ass.
Bones, you haven't begun to feel pain yet, dude.
I feel like you brought this on yourself, buddy.
Well, I'm just trying to get those pants.
Most handsome, biggest cock out here to fuck. I'm doing shit. All right.
Yeah,
You talk a big game, and now you're all sick and you can't handle it. I'm a sex master.
I'm feeling a little tickle in my throat.
Dan,
Huh.
you gotta build him up, dude. Okay?
Look.
He's doing a lot.
All right.
He's sucked and fucked across the Midwest. Super spreader right now. Build
A
him
little
up.
Pooh
Give
Bear.
him a few hours off, okay?
Yeah, I'll give him.
Let me turn this fucking truck around.
You're right. I'll go buy him a fucking meatball sub.
Yeah.
I'll look for some pants.
Put on Cars. Dude'll
Yeah.
fall right asleep. You and I can sing along.
Whoa,
You know what?
I
I'll even
knew
give
it.
him a bottle of NyQuil.
You guys been watching Cars while
Don't
I've been
waste-
working?
Don't waste a NyQuil on the sick dude.
No, give me the NyQuil. I'll drink the whole bottle.
Well, since we're fucking stuck in here all night, what are we gonna do?
We could watch a movie.
Not Cars.
I got a 4-pack at the last truck stop.
Wait till he falls asleep.
So I think this week on 5 Day Rentals, we watch Poison Ivy. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the 5 Day Rentals podcast. This is the only podcast on the run where each week we normally take turns picking a flick that we think meets a fun non-genre specific category. But once a month, listener, we will be bringing you Season 3 box set of Poison Ivy. I am Kron Howard. I will be your host for Poison Ivy number 1. Joined as always by two guys who have definitely made their dogs prove their loyalty. Bones and Laundry Dan, say hey.
What's up, sluts?
Kron, without a doubt, I would hit you with a pipe to put you out of your misery, buddy.
I appreciate that.
No hesitation.
And even just for the chest congestion I have right now, I bet.
You'll power through this and you'll be sucking and fucking in 8 hours.
Sounds like you need to take a Corvette steering wheel to the chest to get all that shit out of your system, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Could help. Guys, we are here to talk about Poison Ivy. None of us had ever seen any of these before. Now we've seen number 1. Well, Dan's seen maybe 2 or 3, or both.
We'll find out in a month.
But we had never seen 1. And now we're here, on the other side. Guys, general thoughts on Poison Ivy. Did you love jumping in to this series?
It's crazy that the Roseanne connection might be the through thread on season 3.
Yeah,
Fucking
Darlene
wild.
is in this movie
Yeah.
prominently.
Are you giving us a clue as what's to come? Besides us, yeah.
I will tell you this. Next week, our feature does star a very prominent sitcom actor.
Huh.
I'll give you that much.
Barry Bostwick.
Fucking love Spin City, dude.
Ted Danson.
Alan Ruck. Kron, what was the question?
I don't know. Did you think jumping in here at number 1, was this what you were expecting from Poison Ivy?
I was expecting... I knew it was a young Drew Barrymore. I did not know it was supposed to be a high school aged individual. And I guess I was expecting more just like overall sexiness, not sex as a tool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This whole mother subplot, real fucking downer.
Yeah.
So you're already sort of uncomfortable with the May-December of it all. And now you got this lady that doesn't know how to even turn on her air tank. And she's trying to fucking Jenny from Forrest Gump out of her... Are they in California?
They gotta be.
Because it
right?
sure fucking rains a lot.
Well, that's why I was like, it rains too much. But
I thought it was Seattle or
that's kind of what I
Portland at one point, but then the architecture on the house was a little too California Spanish villa.
Yeah, the house looks very California, at least,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, we don't play Rate My Letterbox on the box set, so I'll tell you, we got to get better from here, right?
I got high hopes for 2.
Yeah.
I hope they lean in to like the stupidity of it all a little more. Because I feel like on this one they tried to go serious. There's some stuff that creeps in that kind of makes this a fun watch at points. But it's like they tried to do a femme fatale thing, but you never really know why Drew Barrymore is doing anything she's doing. I guess she's just a bad person.
I think she's just living a good life. I don't know.
Oh, you think that's a good way to live?
Well, she's living in their house, spending their money, so.
Yeah. I don't dislike that it's ambiguous, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that she's full of shit. I don't really dislike that much. And I'll say this. The fucking performance is incredible. She's incredibly believable.
Mm-hmm.
Makes Darlene look worse.
Yeah, I would agree.
The actress who plays the mother, she doesn't have a ton to do, but is good. And then I think Tom Skerritt, he's just cashing in sort of on his vibe. But it works.
I think they called up Tom Skerritt and they were like, "Do you want to kiss a hot young actress?" And he was like, "It's either that or sit around in my underwear in the backyard for 6 more months." So I
live
guess
on this alien money.
Mm-hmm.
He's also living on Top Gun money at this point. And then, he was on a television series early 90s too, right? Like Picket Fences.
I
You
don't
guys
know
remember that?
Never heard of that.
No.
Okay.
Dan, to go back to your point, though, they were cool with her living in the house and spending their money before she did anything bad, though.
We'll get there, but.
Because that's, after I watched this the first time, I was kind of like, why did she do any of that? I was like, well, maybe she just wants the good life. But they're just like, yeah, move in. Like, she's constantly spending the other girl's cash all the time.
I think it kind of was supposed to be more of the mom would accept Ivy more than Darlene. And there's some clues there, I think, along the way. But it seems like, yeah, they kind of just are like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, she's going for their parallel, right? Ivy's just immediately dials in like, oh, she was a somewhat of a me, or what I sort of aspired to, and could kind of play that in her favor. And then the mother just like longed for that, like, you're the me that I used to be and the daughter I wish I had.
You still have a chance, girl.
Yeah.
Or like, I can kind of live through you now, vicariously.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that angle, plus they have like the lesbian that kind of, they start off a little bit and then it's like, yeah, we'll go over. It's like they have all this stuff, but they never tie it up.
Yeah. But I think they wisely get that out of the way, though.
I think, well, once Darlene figures out she's kind of a bitch, I guess.
We fucking picked this thing to get all horny.
Yeah.
Now we're sitting here fucking talking about character and structure in a fucking 1992.
I Spotified, I think today or yesterday, and there's not many episodes on Poison Ivy. I was kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a,
Let's see if it pays off.
I would say the series, I think the series is kind of viewed as like a cult thing now, but
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe not on, maybe we're putting it on your radar here, folks, on the 5 Day Rentals podcast. We know you Ivy heads are out there.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most of our crew is probably giving off tattoo artist vibes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's terrible, but I was like, I could watch another 10 minutes of this guy.
This guy knows what movie he's in.
When he spits out the tequila under her tattoo, I'm like, all right. This guy knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. And you feel gross when Darlene says, like, why don't you suck his dick or something, and he kind of like creeps into frame. Oh, yeah? You did share with us the unrated version, Kron.
Yeah, I did not know that would be reinserted SD footage. Very apparent when the switch is over.
Quite jarring.
Mm-hmm. Guys, we will get to all... God damn it.
Sorry, buddy.
I am under the weather, so if you get some coughs, some sneezes, I don't know, fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Poison Ivy from 1992, directed by Kat Shea. Did you look up this filmography?
Yeah.
Strip to Kill, I've always wanted to see. I've always heard, of that movie, but haven't watched it yet. And then it looked like she went away for like many years and came back and did a Nancy Drew movie.
She was a Corman girl, right?
Yeah, because Strip to Kill was a Corman production, so...
Yeah, I think she worked with him for a long time.
Did she move over to TV or something?
I don't know what she did between whatever her last... Because, I can't remember now. Maybe not quite 10 years, but she's got like a pretty good gap there. And then, yeah, returns with a Nancy Drew film, so... All right, guys, we open on Drew Barrymore. She's just swinging from this rope swing, living her life. And guys, this rope swing is all this town's really got going for it. These kids fucking love this thing.
These kids are drinking beers and smoking cigarettes.
Is this where Leo is?
Yeah, I think so.
I looked for him both times I watched, and I was like, I don't fucking know.
Didn't spot him at all.
Or maybe he's the guy in the truck. But
the guy who picks him up?
He looked a little older.
Oh, maybe
for 92.
Did it show him? I thought maybe it didn't show him.
You get a little bit of his profile when they're passing the bottle back and forth. Where, I don't know, maybe the guy's cool enough he had 2 bottles, but...
He's drinking and driving.
He's not the kid that runs and pushes Darlene off of the rope swing when she's standing there for half an hour debating.
Is Leo the kid that runs up and he's like, they hit a dog?
No, Leo's the kid who, after all of the dog, you see him run out of the classroom when she meets Ivy. So he runs past the camera with some books.
And he's like 5th build on fucking Letterboxd.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point when they put the DVD out, they put his name on it, right? On the, Drew Barrymore, probably scare it, Leo DiCaprio.
Like a photoshopped picture of him from Growing Pains. Wasn't he the friend on Growing Pains?
Yeah, I think so. Are we watching a Cameron Crowe movie next? Or what's that guy's name?
Kirk Cameron?
Kirk Cameron?
Yeah, you want to do Surviving Christmas? No, It's not Surviving Christmas. It's Saving Christmas. Surviving Christmas is the Gandolfini Affleck
joint
movie. Yeah, Joint. Spike Lee did that?
Yeah.
All right,
I love the part when Gandolfini throws that fucking plastic Santa through the pizza shop.
I think I get mixed up with that one in 4 Christmases.
That's Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Who's in Surviving Christmas?
How have you seen any of these, either of you?
My wife fucking loves Christmas movies, dude. I gotta pay the fucking price for watching all these fucking 5-day rental movies. Who's in Surviving Christmas?
Is Gandolfini and who?
Affleck, I thought. Yeah.
Who's his lady? Does he have a lady? Maybe I haven't seen that.
I think so. It's probably fucking Eva Longoria, something not believable.
All right,
and there's
guys.
also, please.
We get some VO here from another girl. I just have her in my notes as Coop. That's what Barrymore starts calling her at one point. I know she's got a first name. I just got her as Coop.
Christina Applegate.
Huh.
Coop.
That's not, is that Coop? That's not Coop.
No, she's in Surviving Christmas.
Coop is Darlene from Roseanne.
Yeah, who will be referred to as Darlene throughout this. Sorry.
That's fine. You can call her Darlene.
Yep. Sarah Giplin?
Gilbert.
Gilbert. Betty Giplin. That's the one from...
Surviving Christmas.
No, she's from my internet searches.
On what service?
I buy all my porn on DVD. Big physical media proponent.
Guys, Coop lights up. At first, I thought she was pulling a man with no name and smoking cigarellos. But I'm pretty sure these are clove cigarettes that she's got going.
Mm-hmm.
It's 92, baby.
They
They nail the 90s here.
They do a pretty good job, yeah. Her VO is all...
I feel like if you make a movie in the 90s, that should be pretty easy, though, right?
Yeah, but...
But they fucking nailed it, dude.
Schindler's List was made in the 90s. Wasn't very 90s.
Well, you know, like, when you watch a 42, you're kind of like, oh, this feels like 38.
Yeah. Bump this down a half star.
Mm-hmm. All right, her VO is noticing Ivy and like she's kind of impressed with her, kind of mad at how free-willed she is. She refers to her in this movie as skangy, which I think is a made-up word.
That's like a combo of skeezy and mangy.
Yeah, I guess. Or skank.
Okay. Better.
I do like the blonde hair comment. Too bad it was dyed like 6 months ago. Kind of like Bones' hair.
Yeah.
This is all natural, dude.
Okay. We believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a real fucking Jared Leto cult leader look today.
I'll join.
Yeah.
I'm already in Leto's, so we're not supposed to have.
Yeah.
We
I
can't
have to report
two.
this.
We're like Diet Leto over here, dude.
Dude,
It ever
you're
gets a
cooler
little
than
much
Leto.
over there. Yeah.
Did anybody see when he came out in Wheel of Fortune?
As like a prize or what? What was he doing there?
I caught this live, and then a few weeks later, it was on the internet. I was like, did anybody catch this at the beginning of Wheel of Fortune? They announced Pat Sajak and Vanna White. This is before Pat retired. And Vanna White and Jared Leto come walking out. And then he was like, hey, everybody, I'm Jared Leto. Let's start off tonight. And then it like transfers over to Pat Sajak. I was like, what the fuck? Look it up. It's fucking weird.
Maybe the director's in his cult or something, and he...
And we were making dinner, and I was like, what the fuck? Did you see that? And my wife's like, yeah, that's weird. And then it went to Sajak, and I was like, holy shit. Am I high?
Maybe Sajak was in like contract renewals and they were trying to strong arm him. We got Leto fucking waiting, dude.
Was it long-haired Leto, or was it like Panic Room
It was
cornrows? Okay.
All right, all this VO gets broken up when suddenly this kid on a skateboard runs up and says somebody just hit a dog on the road. All these kids take off to check it out.
Bones, did you add it to the list?
Already, buddy.
Coop's kind of hanging out. She's like trying to comfort this dog. She's like, it's still alive.
It's fucked up, dude. Its guts are out and shit.
Yeah, this dog, I mean, Ivy did the right thing, right?
Yeah.
Ivy does just roll up with a fucking piece of metal pipe and bashes this dog right in the head.
You know all that wood pipe you would come across? Just random pipes out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
You and your friends would use as rifles.
Yeah.
Usually found right next to that hefty bag full of penthouses. Well, if it was it was a bag full of ground beef, we knew they would be in Portland.
That's true.
Whoa, gross, a human thumb. Weird.
Now, if the thumb had a ring on it, you'd...
New Jersey.
Hey, check out these pipes over here.
He's like, what, these? You're like, yeah, that's our weird friend.
We cut over to our two ladies. They're in detention now, or like, I don't know, whatever, after school detention they've got going.
Paparazzi.
Coop notices Ivy's tattoo. It's like a piece of ivy and shit on her leg.
It's horrid.
Our weird singer friend just started wearing that meat bag.
Ivy's like, don't worry about it. It's just a stick-on.
This is a dress.
Ivy asks Coop why she's in detention. She says, like, I called in a bomb threat to the local TV news.
Whoa, dude, you missed Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, I watched the movie twice and I couldn't find him. Ivy starts putting it together. She's like, whoa, that guy you called the bomb threat into? That's your dad, isn't it? I've seen him pick you up before.
Did we count this as him being on the show? Like, if we do have a Leo ever?
I mean, he's in the movie.
Yeah.
I guess so. Sorry, Leo.
Finally got a reason to bring him on.
He and I got a lot in common.
He wants to guest, but I'm like, I don't
No,
Care
you
about the
don't.
environment.
You don't have a
Fucking
lot in common.
constant nicotine use. Fucking.
19-year-olds.
Come on, man. That's not cool.
Sorry. They're 21.
He went from being in Poison Ivy to kind of like living Poison Ivy.
Well, now.
Yeah. It's cool. I bet he was on set like asking Tom Skerritt a bunch of questions all the time.
People give him shit because they're jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Just live his life, dude. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't judge. Only God can judge me.
Tom Skerritt shows up to pick up Coop, but Ivy pops up and she's like, hey, I need a ride. I'll go with you guys. First the dad's like, no, fuck all that shit. But Coop says, this is my best friend in school. As she gets out of the car, she's like, hey, by the way, your name's Ivy. Because we don't ever figure out what this girl's name actually is.
Kron, you're skipping over like one of the coolest things about the 90s. When you could call in bomb threats.
You could still do it.
Yeah.
No, not anymore. It's not. No.
Find a payphone, dude.
With a calling card, dude.
Fuck.
You get
All right,
the
we're
calling
back
card.
from making a bomb threat, showing Dan how to do it.
You get the calling card, and then you find a payphone. You never get caught, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't saying you talk into the calling card.
With Mullen VPN, you can.
Well, that's what I tried first, Bones.
Okay, well. So I don't think any of your bomb threats have actually gone through. I think that's why you think you've gotten away with it.
Love it.
It could be. Hey, you got a bomb in there. Click.
Holding your wallet up to your fucking ear.
Yeah.
That seems like a fucking Far Side panel, right? You know,
Yeah.
dude holding his wallet up to his ear. What are you doing? Making a call on my calling card.
We're just really showing our age.
That's
here.
fucking 90s as hell.
Yeah. Like, these guys are talking about calling in bomb threats and the Far Side. Jesus, they're old.
Well, I mean, it just fits with the movie we're covering.
Yeah, so is Joe Rogan, dude. Okay?
I don't know who that is.
We're viable.
I didn't throw on these Jinko jeans for nothing tonight, Dan.
You're not wearing any pants. Don't fucking do that. I know that trick.
Got both legs in one pant hole. How big these things are.
All
What's
right.
the other one doing?
You don't want to know.
Drying out.
Yeah.
The cat's in that one.
Let's see. Ivy does say she needs to set up front because she gets car sick.
Then you don't need a ride. Make your mind up.
She sticks to this through the whole movie, though.
That's why I had to put it in the notes here. That's normally something
You're so
Kron
thorough.
fucking glossed over, dude.
Did you realize that at the Corvette? And I was like, oh, fuck.
Nah, I don't think the Corvette had back seats. Did it?
No, I think it was a
It did not.
two-seater.
Yeah.
All right, we cut over to Ivy back at the rope swing. She loses a boot. She falls right off.
I'm getting that boot.
Yeah, of course.
It ain't that far.
This
Go
bitch
through
can't keep a boot on.
Go through the whole rest of your day with one shoe on.
Yeah. I would rather walk without. Yeah, just walk in your socks.
Yeah,
Because a boot's going to have a crazy heel.
no footwear would be better than one boot.
It's hot.
It's insanity.
There's a part in this movie where I know Dan cringed.
It's coming up. I haven't noted.
Ivy gets off the rope swing, tells Coop, hey, it's your turn. Coop's like, no way. Swing on a rope? It's fucking insane.
Did you know my mom is Roseanne?
These two start walking. Coop lights up another clove.
She doesn't have the cardio to climb down that hill if I fall.
Dan ain't coming down there.
Yeah.
Ivy notices her necklace. She
And
says,
Jackie had have to, but she's on shift right now.
says,
Jackie would save her.
Yeah, but she's a cop. She's, busting criminals.
That's right. She was a cop. And then they ran that diner together, right?
Yeah, like what did they call those sandwiches? It's like a gross name for sandwiches. Meat? I can't remember.
A grinder?
No, something else. It's
That's
like
Dan's
the
favorite app.
lunchbox. It's a lunchbox, and they sold. I can't remember.
The lunchbox was the name of the diner?
I think so.
That's a good pool. But you don't know picket fences.
No, what the fuck is that?
It was a TV show. It had the little creepy lady from Poltergeist in it.
Whoa. Did she play a picket fence?
Yeah.
The girl? The clown? I don't know what. That's a puppet.
Sorry, Kron. We're slowing you down.
Ivy notices this necklace. She's like, where'd you get it? That's so beautiful.
It's only going to make him feel better.
Coop says my dad gave it to me. He feels guilty. I was adopted. Notice that my hair's so curly? It's because my real dad was black. Wild.
They're walking and having this conversation, and we are getting a lot from these two girls. Some ladies go to therapy and don't even say this much.
Yeah.
It's
This
how
is also...
It's the 90s. It's how people got their problems out.
very much just a line that like no one would put in a movie now.
Yeah.
Ivy asked Coop if her dad reads Hustler.
Hey,
Hey-oh.
shout out. Damn right.
Ivy says her dad used to. You know, the chicks in the high heels that look like they're ready for an exam? The guys here at 5DR know exactly what you're talking about, Ivy.
And?
We are hustler scum over here. Coop, I guess, is bored with this part of the conversation because she's like, I tried to commit suicide before. Check out my wrist.
Digging deep.
As the two continue walking, they get over to Coop's house. Ivy's about to walk home, but Coop's like, why don't you just come in and hang out for a bit? They head in. Coop mentions that her mom is slowly dying from emphysema. Now, in the movie, this is like it's like a movie illness. Her mom is sick. She looks beautiful all the time.
She's 38.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she's out of breath.
Really, she's just high on fucking pills.
Yep.
And oxygen.
Yeah. Ivy also meets Fred. That's
Okay.
Coop's dog. And this dog only likes Coop, hates everybody else. Ivy and Coop go to look out a nice big window. Ivy says, hey, if I was going to commit suicide, I'd jump out of a window just like this. Said you just fall, don't even feel it when you hit the ground.
You guys got your windows picked out?
I'm dying on the clock, so at least they have to pay me for a full day.
I don't
know. I think when the coroner gets there, they backdate it.
My window is more a coat that's got a bunch of rocks already in the pockets.
You jumping into like a river?
You're going to jump out the porthole of a boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Technically a window.
Mm-hmm. Jump right off the poop deck. One last joke from a boys.
I feel like if I were to kill myself that way, it would end. I don't know. This is slight spoilers for one of my favorite movies, In Bruges.
for my upcoming death.
Yeah. Spoilers for how Bones dies. We'll figure out how to work that into a cold open or a after showers in season 8. No, it'd be like the end of In Bruges where I'm still sit there for a minute and a half. My fucking shattered humerus and ulna sticking out, all compound like. Trying to warn an idiot that Voldemort's coming after him.
Who?
Huh?
All right, guys. Where was I? Oh, Ivy says it's a hell of a lot quicker than cutting your wrist. Coop says, yeah, but everybody would stand around and look at your insides. Just like that dog they saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this movie's kind of coming together now that we're talking about it, dudes. Coop's mom comes up.
How do the people, do your insides blow out your butthole? Like, is that how that works?
I don't know. I guess maybe you'd have to hit the ground pretty hard for your chest and shit to rip open.
Yeah.
It depends on when.
I guess it could come out your mouth too.
I don't think they'd actually come out.
Let's try it.
You know your small intestines is 4.5 miles long.
Somebody get Mythbusters back on the air.
I say we get Danger Dan back on the case. Been a while since he's done a stunt.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to jump out a window?
Yeah. Kron, you slit your wrist and we'll see who dies first.
Coop's mom comes up and she's like, "Hey, who cut their wrist?" She's all fucking pissed at what she just heard.
The maid's going to have to clean that up.
Coop goes to take care of her mom, who's named Georgie. Georgie's asking for a handful of pills. She starts hitting an oxygen mask. What's the guy say in Blue Velvet? Baby wants to fuck. Is that it?
Yeah, there's a few that he says.
There you go, lynch heads. Rest in peace.
What kind of beer are you drinking? Heineken?
Yeah,
Heineken? Fuck that shit.
I think there's a part where he's like taking hits off a fucking tank, though.
Yeah, he is.
Is it oxygen or nitrous?
I don't know what he's huffing in that movie.
I think it's nitrous.
Helium. His voice gets all high and shit.
Daddy wants to baby wants to fuck.
Coop goes to close her mom's window, but the mom's like, "Leave it open. It's supposed to rain later."
Can't rain all the time.
Ivy goes to leave, but Coop stands up for her. Ivy kind of goes, like the mom can't get the fucking tank to work. Ivy goes over and turns it on, apparently.
She's
It was
high
on
on pills.
She
I've done
turns
a
it
lot of
from
huffing.
0 to 3.
Yeah.
Bones, you did paramedic work. Did you ever just go, like, hit the oxygen, lay out in the fucking ambulance and shit?
I can tell you that there were a few times where I was a little under the weather where I might have like hit a nebulizer or, you know, had a IV following a particularly wet night.
Did it help?
Yeah.
Did you ever defibrillate yourself?
Yeah.
Does that just mean jerking off?
No. It's where you stop your heart. I guess if you did it, if you're just standing there, it'd stop your heart, right?
It feels like licking a battery.
It's gotta feel like licking 10 million batteries at once, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, it just zaps your heart, right?
You're trying to realign the rhythm. You're trying to get it back in sync. Yeah.
Didn't Norm have a joke about like when you have a heart attack, people
You
come and attack
violently
your heart?
attack
Yeah. And then your heart's like, "Oh shit. All right."
I seen that one today where he was talking to Andy Dick. Yeah, you look like a guy that likes fucking and sucking.
Ivy's getting ready to leave, but she notices a photo of Georgie in her younger days standing next to her favorite car. Fucking 2-seater Corvette, dudes. She's like,
Yeah,
I bet you used to
that's
drive it with the top down, even in the rain.
As Danny Duck would say, with the titties out.
Man, to be a woman in the 90s. Empowerment, baby.
It's not a Chrysler Sebring.
We get some more VO here.
Why
Ivy
the fuck isn't he driving this car every day?
He's more a Mercedes guy, dude. He don't want that fucking sports car.
He probably can't drive stick.
That's true, too.
He's like 93. He probably had a Model T.
How old do you think he was in 92, Tom Skerritt?
He's 57.
Did you look that up already?
I think I seen it. Man, I could tell you the age of Drew Barrymore, but I don't think you want to know.
Dan,
Please don't.
Dan was pulling it out when he could start pulling poison ivies.
I'll just tell you this much. Drew Barrymore, when she filmed this, was legal in Missouri.
Ugh.
And a few other states.
33. He was born in 33. This was 92. So he's like 58, 59. Ugh.
Still showing his ass.
Yeah. To be fair, he does look like 90s 60.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Back in
Now-
the day, in the 70s, when you looked 60, you were actually only like 40. It's the inverse of what it is now. You know? Fucking Paul Rudd's 55 years old.
Looks like he's 33.
Looks better than Kron.
Yeah.
Well, now.
I mean, always.
Was he bald or was that a hairpiece?
Who, Scare It?
Both.
Yeah. Because doesn't he come upstairs at one point with no hair on him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's rocking a piece in this movie.
I thought that was his hair.
I mean, maybe the last scene they shot and they fucking...
Yeah.
Gotta shave my head for poison ivy.
In this VO, Coop saying Ivy just kind of moved in after a while. Get a little montage of Coop going and taking Ivy shopping, buying her a whole new wardrobe.
That giant house and Ivy still sleeps in her bed.
They might not have another bed set up.
They got a room for the maid and Fred.
Well, Fred sleeps with Coop, doesn't he?
Yeah, Fred's in the bed.
I'm sure he has his own room, though.
She says even Georgie started to love her after a while when she realized Ivy fit in all of her clothes.
Who's Georgie?
Georgie is the mom, Coop's mom.
That's right.
Ivy and Coop are talking at night. Coop didn't really try to slash her wrist.
So she was the maid? Georgie's the maid?
No, Georgie's a sick woman. She was a maid at some point.
Mm.
Now she's just a mom.
She's on disability now.
Yeah. She's collecting the maid union checks, dude.
I don't even want to go to what episode that's from. So, yeah, move on.
She says, "Oh, by the way, Tom Skerritt's my real dad. I made up all that hair stuff and all that suicide stuff."
You know, duh.
Coop's a fucking liar, dude.
She's just trying to find herself.
Good thing honest Ivy's here to get this family back in shape.
To lose cowboy boots and twirl around on a swing.
About 2/3 of the way through this movie, did you think like, okay, they're all going to come together?
It's like we just see him at Disney.
Yeah, like there's gonna be some sort of tragic thing or whatever, but then they'll,
I don't know. I mean, I guess based on the little I did know going in, I thought it'd be more twisty and turny.
Okay.
I didn't think they'd ever all be a happy family together.
I thought it would get a little bit darker, but I thought it would end with like, stereotypical, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well.
We cut over to this scene with Scarrett and Ivy on a balcony together. He accidentally knocks her boots into the pool below. She says, "Hey, those were $150. He pulls a wad of cash out of his pocket and he's like, "Fucking keep the change."
He
Then
bought
gets-
those boots twice.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
He knows he's going to take him off later.
He then gives the dumbest, corniest smile I've seen in a long time in a movie.
How many times did you watch this movie?
He said twice.
Twice.
Hmm.
What about you?
Twice. Bones.
Twice.
Bones is watching it for the first time right now as we talk about it.
I'm 5 minutes ahead of you. Can't wait to find out how this ends.
We cut over to Ivy. She answers the phone. Coop has been doing this program where she teaches inner city children how to read.
Good for her.
But Ivy's like, oh, you need her on the 16th? She goes and looks at Coop's calendar. Guys, the 16th, fucking glitter and highlights and fucking borders and outlines and bold letters and italic letters. It says Dad's party. And Ivy says,
and Italian letters covered in fucking sauce.
Mm-hmm.
You're also...
Not signaling, driving with their hand out the window.
You're skipping over the fact that this bitch poured water out of her boots and just put them on.
With socks on.
Socks on.
They're not real leather. Doesn't fucking matter.
God, dude.
Poor Dan going from turned on to turned off. So fast.
When he was like kissing her leg, that's all I could think of. Like, imagine the smell of those feet. Like when she took them out of those boots. Like, ugh.
She's been out of those boots for a while at that point in the movie, though.
Her fucking toes are all like wrinkled and shit. White as hell.
All right, chill out, Nate Higgins.
Well, I gotta repaint them. Yeah, because you fucking waterlogged them all day. Looking like a terrorist at Guantanamo.
Got water booted?
Yeah. That would be what they'd do to me.
That's your torture.
I'm like, I'm talking. You don't have to do it, dude. I'll tell you everything.
He's in
you wanna
Pakistan.
hear.
He's in fucking Pakistan.
I'll show you
Please
the cave.
stop. Please stop.
Let's go.
Ivy says the 16th, she's totally free. We cut over to the girls at a tattoo parlor. Ivy's getting her fake Ivy tattoo permanently tattooed on her leg.
This will save so much time.
Mm-hmm.
It's who is drawing that tattoo at the beginning of the movie?
Who is what?
Who is drawing that tattoo at the beginning of the movie?
What, like the production designer?
Who is sketching that tattoo at the beginning of the movie?
Cooper is.
How does she just how does she know about that? That's before she meets
shorts.
Ivy, right?
No, it's while she's talking about her. Well,
Oh, because she sees him.
Yeah.
Okay, because she sees it on the swing.
Ivy's swinging,
Right.
and her skirt is like riding up.
Oh,
So
yeah?
you can see the tattoo on her leg.
and presumably she's seen her around for a while.
All right. Looks terrible.
Yeah,
We're all
it's
going to
pretty
get
bad.
matching ones at the meetup.
Hell yeah, dude. Whenever that might be.
Now I just said that so it'll never happen.
Yeah.
The tattoo artist asked if they would both like a little penis tattoo that says "Plan Ahead" on it.
I don't
He
know.
suggests they get it right between their tits.
It's one of his
That's
top sellers, right?
That's a popular spot.
Eventually, Coop storms off after they have a little back and forth, but she comes back pretty quick.
I do feel like the titty tattoo isn't as prevalent anymore.
I don't know if I've ever... Have you seen one between?
Yeah. I feel like I see in between more than I see like up on the cleavage. I feel like in the 90s, I was seeing a lot of...
Heart or something?
Yeah. I think maybe Dan and I growing up on military
Roseanne.
bases, and Roseanne.
Welfare.
Yeah. Every woman in the trailer park had a titty tattoo.
And
I
I,
feel like
remember
they're-
when you'd see him, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
I feel like for a little while after the Janet Jackson Super Bowl, like around the areola, had to take a spike up.
Yeah.
How many times have you looked at that photo?
He's a
Me?
football fan, dude.
Dude, I study it like the Zapruder footage.
Well, he does. Well, he rips it from front to the left,
Yeah.
front and to the left.
And that
The
doesn't
ma-
make sense. With
the magic rip.
The way the seams on the fabric work, dude, it shouldn't happen like that.
It was all a setup, right?
Yeah.
Not the JFK assassination, the titty.
Oh no, that was just in the moment, dude. It's the height of live TV.
Mhm.
What'd you think of this year's, Dan?
The halftime show?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. I enjoy Kendrick Lamar. I've seen a few of the videos of like how they break it down for white people. Like, well, stupid white people.
Could you send those my way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'd be helpful.
You're welcome.
Did you watch it, Bones?
I did. Unfortunately, I watched it on Tubi and I found that the audio mix was awful. And my concern was, oh no, the guys that are going to post about how this is the worst halftime show ever, this is just more fuel for that. But then the next day when they, released it, I don't know if they just used the, what would we call it? The backing track that they probably recorded before, or if they corrected the audio, because I found it much more crisp.
Yeah, they probably at least had a chance by that point to like remix the audio, even if it went shitty live.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Kron, what did you think?
Yeah.
I turned off the halftime show so I could watch a making of Bordello of Blood special feature.
Why?
I don't know. It's stuff I needed to learn about.
Interesting.
Nerd alert.
All right, guys, these two, they kind of kiss and make up at the tattoo parlor. Tattoo artist, he comes in for a group hug. He's like, this is beautiful.
That's legit funny.
Yeah.
He's a horrible man, but he's an entertaining man.
Yeah, you're already watching an awful fucking story.
His character probably works the best, like, on screen out of anybody.
This is what I remember from this movie. I remember that because when it started, I was like, I think they get tattoos because I know like hers gets infected or something. I was like, I know there's something wrong with her tattoo. And yeah, I seen that as a kid. She would like pull her sock down and pour the alcohol on it. And I was like, that's what you got to do to a tattoo? Like, oh my God. Like, that sounds horrid. But yeah, that's what I remember from this movie as a child.
That was my next note, so we'll just jump over to the next part of the movie.
I said, do you guys ever poured rubbing alcohol on your tattoo?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Don't have one.
All right, Pete Davidson.
Eventually, the girls are back home talking. Coop's talking about how she wants to change things up, maybe bleach her hair.
Ooh.
But Ivy's like, I don't know. I think you look too skangy like that.
Did you look to see if that was a real word?
It's got an Urban Dictionary entry that references this movie, so
Wow.
I don't think that counts.
At least you did the research.
Ivy says that she loves Coop just the way she is, gives her a kiss. We cut over to Scarrett. He's on an elevator. He's all like he's at work. This other guy gets on the elevator and Scarrett is like, you know what? My shitty wife promised she would never leave me and now she's dying.
Is this where he cuts his hand super easy?
Yeah, he like punches the button on the elevator.
Fucking
Starts bleeding everywhere.
Old ass bleeder.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the fucking blood thinners he's on.
Yeah, this guy should not have started drinking again. His blood is already dangerously thin.
He's only 58.
Yeah. 90s 58, dude. He's on a whole cocktail of shit to keep running. Is he still alive?
I think so.
Impressive.
We cut over to the girls getting home. They find Georgie kind of dramatically dangling herself out of a window. They get her back to bed. Ivy heads downstairs, but she runs into Scarrett, who's not wearing his hairpiece anymore. And she's instantly like, God, I love this look. This old, decrepit man look. She's like, this is so much more authentic, so much more you.
It's amazing how far a Mercedes can take you in life.
Cut to the next morning. Coop's inner city reading program has showed up. She's like, come on. How could this have happened?
Bitch, what are you wearing?
I put Italians on the calendar.
Mm-hmm. The guy who showed up, he's like, come on, these dum-dums aren't going to teach themselves how to read.
You're the only one that can get through to them.
And Coop is like, I was so excited for the party. This was all I was looking forward to. This part doesn't make sense. She's called a bomb threat in on her father. Why the fuck would she care?
Yeah, but she's happy now because of Ivy.
It's a family.
Yes. Luckily, Ivy swoops in. She's like, you know what? You should go do the reading thing. I can help with the party. And guys, it's time that we had a pee break. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the 5-Day Rentals podcast. If you're just now joining us, you know you're Poison Ivy, and you mash skip 15 to get to the salacious shit.
Hey, Kron, before you go on, I'd like to tell the listener that check out Dead Formats, Chris's new podcast. First episode, Bones and DK talking about Phantasm. It's good shit.
Did you rewatch all 5 before you went on there?
No, I watched that fan edit that he had us watch. I did that twice. If you listen to that episode, there was one particular movie that was highly edited out. And I felt like should I go back and rewatch it, but I really wanted to try to adhere to the story that edit was trying to tell. So I did not. But I'm sure DK did. I'm sure it was like already on his schedule. His weekly Phantasm rotation.
Yeah, I listened and I was like, damn, I need to rewatch Phantasm.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it made me want to do.
Which
means it's a good episode.
Well, as I was listening to that, I was like, man, 4 and 5 are like more interesting than people give them credit for. I guess maybe not 4. Like, people seem pretty high on 4. But I even thought 5 had some cool ideas in it.
I wonder if there's some sort of bias because we watched them all relatively quick. You know? I think we even talked about that on that episode too, that sometimes you need stuff to be spread out to fully enjoy it. So yeah, maybe our rankings of Poison Ivy will be skewed because we won't have time to live with the boners created from each one before we move on to the next one.
Kron, are you going to do a fan edit of all the Poison Ivies?
Probably.
Yes.
I hope there's a lot more man ass in the next 3. Because I've already pulled the good stuff out of this one.
Yes, but dead formats. If you're listening to our show, you've definitely heard our friend Chris, formerly of Mount Molehill, and his new endeavor. So,
and our friend DK.
Oh, of course. I contemplated like, hey DK, you want to make us a horny synth theme for Poison Ivy, but I didn't want the guy to lose his damn mind, you know.
Get too horny.
Yeah.
I can't work on stuff like that, man.
It'd be like the fucking end of Amadeus, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there rock hard, trying to get me to write out notes. Slow down.
Guys, we cut to the party. Losing my voice. Ivy has thrown on one of Georgie's dresses. Walks over and hands Scarrett a glass of champagne. He takes it. Ivy starts to reach to take it back. She's like, oh, I totally forgot you're sober. And Scarrett instantly enters Kron logic here. He's like, I'm not an alcoholic. I used to have a drinking problem, but I don't anymore, so I can drink a little bit.
And it's champagne. It's not real alcohol.
No.
Yeah.
May as well be iced tea.
Upstairs, Georgie, she like got dressed for the party, but she's also taken like a handful of pills. And then she finds a bunch of old photos of her and Scarrett from when she was younger.
Polaroids.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping, some scandalous photos would show up.
Different shoebox had to fall over to get
intimate.
those, dude.
They're intimate photos still.
Yeah, not the kind of intimacy.
That's the creepier stuff. That's the shit that the real creeps are looking at.
There is a weird one where she's like facing away from the camera and he's kissing her, like the side of her face, but he's also looking at the camera.
Did you get these printed out?
No, I'll probably just turn it into like an iPhone sticker at some point though and start mashing it onto all of your text messages.
I can't fucking keep up with you guys and these goddamn stickers.
They're so easy to make. You just fucking...
probably about 55 Ace Frehley's.
No, we got to do that ranking because when I do a Peter Chris, that means that sucks. That's like a thumbs down.
Oh, so they're not all... Okay.
They had to. Ace Frehley is... That's like a thumbs up. Dude. Yeah, that's a thumbs up. Paul, Gene, Peter.
Poor
Peter. Where we're going?
Poor Peter.
Maybe put Gene second. I don't know.
All right, I'll allow Gene second, and then Paul Stanley. Peter last, though.
It's only fair.
Peter.
Bones, you don't care about that ranking?
I just thought they were all Ace Frehley's that you've been sticking. I haven't been paying attention.
You didn't notice Peter Chris?
No,
you saw the different faces, dude.
I didn't.
I thought you put the Gene Simmons one on there.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I haven't done. Yeah. I don't know. I think the last sticker I made was like the Harrison Ford hulking out one.
Which is recent. You're dying tonight because you should be at the theater.
Tomorrow, baby.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm mostly caught up. I finally watched Wakanda Forever and Quantumania.
Is there a new Marvel movie out?
Yeah.
Captain
America.
Did you ever watch Did you watch The Eternals?
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know. I felt like Wakanda Forever and Quantumania were almost just as boring.
Okay.
But
She's a boring director, and I was kind of wondering about that one.
it's a boring film.
It's a weird choice for that movie. I was like, what are we thinking of this? What's the new one that they're doing now with the like Suicide Squad, but with Marvel?
Thunderbolts?
Yeah. Eh.
It's got your baby in it, though. And it's got Kron's baby.
Whoa.
What?
Wyatt Russell.
I
Kurt
like that
Russell's
dude.
kid. Yeah.
I mean, he's good on his own.
I think wasn't he in Companion? I wouldn't watch that. Not bad.
Yeah.
He should. Did we already talk about this? I was about to say he should team up with Carpenter's kid and start making movies.
I will be seeing The Monkey, though. It's supposed to be fun.
I'll see the monkey.
Looks like it's got some creative kills in it, at least. Like, even if it's bad, I feel like it'll be entertaining, you know?
Yeah.
All right, guys. After the party wraps up, Ivy slams some champagne.
Don't
Just starts-
forget about the biggest news of all, Kron.
Morrissey, you're touring, yes.
I'm not Morrissey. I'm Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling.
Whoa. I thought for a minute English Bobby was here.
Here to give a casting update.
Yeah, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
I'm
What
not
do
a
you-
terrorist, I'm a turf.
What are you casting?
He shouldn't be involved in anything.
The most biggest, bestest news for Kron.
Okay.
John Lithgow will be the true Dumbledore.
Whoa. I hate you, but I'm like where this is going.
Why? No. Why do people still care about Harry Potter?
I'm complicated.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Harry.
Oh, you're just kind of an asshole, to be honest.
We'll say more than that. And it's very important to me that you identify asshole.
How many Oasis
And its
tickets
use.
did you buy?
Asshole is for shitting, and then you use a magical spell to make the shit go away, not make your penis into a vagine.
Oh, all right. I'm going to stick with asshole on this one.
What would you? Never mind.
You're not very excited.
I mean, I'm always excited that Lithgow's and stuff. I just saw he's popping up in another movie coming up soon. I can't remember the name.
It's with another older gentleman too.
It's like a red cover. I can't remember.
I
know
seen
I've-
that the other day too.
I meant to watch. I tried to pull the trailer up and it wouldn't load.
It's just a preview of the poster. What? What are you?
Sorry, Jake.
JK.
JK.
KK.
Just kidding, Rowling.
Was JK here?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she broke the news that Lithgow's going to be Dumbledore.
I didn't even know they were making more Harry Potter stuff.
They never stopped.
I think it's going to be a series, right? I don't know. I didn't look it up.
It's like Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars. It never stops.
Well, congrats, John Lithgow.
That's got to be a comfortable gig. Just walking around in a robe?
Mm-hmm.
Let your hair grow out?
No. You know. No, you know, Neil. Abigail, I told you.
Damn, star-studded. At least I'm here for this.
Brian De Palma here.
What's going on, BDP?
6-day rentals.
Sure.
What are you idiots doing?
Hanging, banging, talking poison ivy.
Did you hear the news?
Lay it on me.
Oh, Lithgow is going to be Dumbledore. You hear
You
that?
know what? You know what? This is
It's
crazy,
incredible.
but I just heard that news.
Wow.
But I just heard that news.
Wow.
He just texted me. I thought I was the only one that knew.
No, I think J.K. Rowling came in just a minute ago,
Mm-hmm.
but she's mystical, so she can.
Yeah, she pops.
She
in and
flew in
out,
on a
dude.
broom.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
She's just
She
some
wrote some
asshole.
books.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Books? Nobody reads books anymore.
I-
They just listen to stuff.
I couldn't read your book.
I
Which
read
one?
it.
Some snakes
You
for
don't-
arms or some shit.
you
Are,
don't-
are
you
snakes
don't like
necessary?
You don't like pulp.
I don't know how much you actually wrote on that book.
I know how.
I like some pulp.
I know how you drink your orange juice.
I prefer a
crying out.
50-50.
Mm.
It's I like
That
diet
didn't
orange
eat me.
juice. A little too
I like-
much on the esophagus, you know.
I like a heavy pulp.
It gives me hot pun too.
Gives you heartburn to
Yeah.
drink an orange.
Yeah. It's not
Mm.
mint. It's just like milk. You're not supposed to drink it.
You might want to go to a hospital.
No, I haven't been to a hospital since 85.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Were
It's
you
a
at
scam.
LD's birth?
This is a scare, okay?
Are you LD's dad, dude?
I don't know who LD is. What do you think? JKLD? Does
Well-
nobody have a fucking name anymore?
Nah.
What am I
Not on-
calling you?
Duh,
BO?
Palma.
Not
BO
on
and
this show.
KR?
Duh, Palma.
Hey.
I'm making movies, duh, Palma.
That's what I'm saying. Litgow is alive. I'm alive, obviously. Let's do something. Come on.
Yeah, do something. Please.
Yeah, hey, Kron, thanks for the shout out on Grand Piano. I would have.
you got it.
I would have messed that one up, man.
Could have made that a 4.5 star, dude.
Yeah, fucking Detergent Dan, he didn't even mention the split.
So you do know him.
Hey, he's from the show. I listen to the fucking show,
okay.
B.O. Come on.
B.O.?
Yeah, B.O., K.R., L.D.,
One seems a little bit
J.K.
more mean than the other.
Mine could easily be KH, but I'm not going to split hairs here.
You shouldn't. You ain't got any. You're losing it up top.
Yeah, I know I'm losing it.
Also, Bones is already only 2 syllables.
I don't know who that is.
No, I mean
Yeah, it's
2
a little
syllables.
more
1
work
syllable
to say
shit.
BO, to be honest.
Hey, I'm just.
Duh, Palma.
Why are you doing that?
What? I'm just saying your name, dude.
That's not how you say it.
Oh.
The D is silent.
Oh.
Nope. You want to be Air Palma?
I'm the one that was born in there. though.
Brian Air Palma?
Holy mackerel! Why do I come on this show?
What if Palma was like a fucking crazy slur in Portuguese or something?
Mm-hmm.
It
Probably is.
Hey, Palma.
You know how big I am in Portugal?
You know how big I am in my pants?
Well, they're
Big.
relatively small people, so. And I mean, you kind of.
Size-wise, yes.
You weren't even in great
I'll
shape in
agree
the
with that.
80s, to be honest.
Hey, I made Scarface. What do you expect?
It's crazy to think how small their country is, and there's so many people that speak their language.
Mm-hmm.
You think that was powdered sugar? No, that was real.
Well, then you should have been, like, skinny as hell, dude.
I like pizza. Who doesn't? Sue me. That's a good one. Anyway, what are you guys covering tonight?
Do you fold your pizza needed, or do you like hold it in the palm of your hand?
That's a good one, B.O. I should hire you as a writer. You'd probably get more done than I would. Yeah,
Hey,
Say so.
hey,
you fold it.
we could
It better stay straight.
work together. I
I'm not
type one
paying
up,
you.
you shoot it. I'll write a lot of titties in there for you.
I don't need that. I know that. I done that.
Oh,
Been
so I
there.
can
King.
save keystrokes. Save my
what that
strokes for
is.
the theater.
You handwrite or I'm not reading.
Hey, you can't read my handwriting.
But you
Exactly.
can make all the words just the first 2 letters.
KR, what are you talking about?
Brian works off a shorthand like
so
that.
it'd be FA space IN
I feel like you guys are getting
IN.
comfortable with me.
colon.
Yeah, I mean,
I do need a schedule. Look, Abigail, please schedule that colonoscopy.
Abaga.
wait, you just
please.
said you don't go to the doctor.
Abaga. I think that's
You gotta
that's
get
the
your
song.
butt checked, Kron. Come
Who's
on.
giving you those colonoscopies?
You gotta get the
Mr. Palma?
backsides. You gotta get your backside straight. How old are you? Like 52
Is that
now?
so? You went and had a colonoscopy in 1985.
I don't want to talk about it.
Didn't like
It
the
was
results.
a scare.
Never
It
went
was a
again.
scare.
Are you
That's all it
getting
was.
out of hospital colonoscopies?
It was a scare. That's all I say. It was 85.
It's just a guy at a van. Guy with a van.
Let's just say my favorite planet's not Mercury, okay? It was a scare.
Kron, I'll take some help if you.
Nothing on that one. You
He
smart
just
asses.
I mean, I get it. Uranus is what you're.
I don't know. Is that a planet still? I thought that was a moon.
No, what's still a planet?
Yeah, this is a moon right here. Look at this.
God
It's
damn
my
it, dude.
ass.
Get that looked at, dude.
All right, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
You gotta get that polyp removed.
You can see that far in there? You freak.
He's hanging out.
I did a little spread at the end.
I think you need to buy some PRH.
I'm bored. Just really bored.
So is
lately.
everyone listening to this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I know it was Wednesday or something when you guys record. So, all right, I gotta go. Fucking John Lithgow's on the phone. I gotta congratulate him with his hairy stuff. Yeah, this guy's making a paycheck still. I'm not. What the fuck? All right, guys. I'll see you later.
All right. Bye, BDP.
See ya, Palma.
I'll send you a script.
All right, guys, after the party wraps up, Ivy's drinking champagne. She's dancing all seductively. Scarrett walks in. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know anyone was in here. Ivy keeps dancing. Guys, these two, they start making out.
Ugh.
Eventually, they get interrupted when Georgie walks in. Scarrett's all like, what? I'm an old man. I don't know what I'm doing.
She was helping me stand up.
I'm confused.
Where's the bathroom?
They get Georgie into bed. They load her up on some pills. She passes the hell out. Probably the weirdest part in the movie here. Ivy goes and sits down on the bed where Georgie is sleeping. Scarrett goes down on her.
You
Go to another bed already.
You could have been sucking on them toes, baby. Making them even more wrinkly.
Damn, Dan Hand's back again.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Cut over to Coop. She gets home.
Dan.
She finds Ivy and Fred asleep in bed. She forcefully throws Fred out of the bed. Coop's kind of an asshole.
Yeah. But I'm not saying you got to manhandle your dog sometimes, but there's definitely been times like, get the fuck off. Like, move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding a boiling pot.
Of what?
What?
A vegetable broth, Dan. Enriches the flavor of your pasta.
What? Austin 316. Hell yeah. Cut over the next morning. Ivy is again dressed like Georgie. She heads to the garage. She finds Fred. She opens up a can, pulls out a bunch of milk bones, starts giving them to Fred. She takes a seat in Georgie's old car. Meanwhile, back in the house, Scarrett pours himself a morning glass of vodka. This guy's falling off quick, dude. First he dumps it, pours another, and then chugs it. Coop comes downstairs. She sees the bottle behind her dad. It has one spotlight over it to let you know she sees it. We all see it.
He didn't like shut the cabinet door enough. It like slowly opens. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Coop goes and finds Ivy. She's like, you can't be in my mom's car. Coop's pissed. She's like, stop trying to be my mom. It's fucking weird. Leave my dog alone.
You're grounded. You got a tattoo, you're grounded.
Coop decides to set up an experiment. She's like, let's put Fred in the middle. I'll call him. You call him. We'll see who he goes to. Now, this scene goes on for what feels like 30 minutes of these two girls being like, get over here, Fred. Over here, Fred. And honestly, like, it's not that difficult. Get your dog a fucking treat every now and again. That's all Ivy did. But eventually, Fred, he does go over, sides with Ivy.
I would too.
Coop's depressed. She walks over to the rope swing. She's considering taking a swing on this thing. But apparently she waits too fucking long because this other couple rolls up. And they're like, get the fuck away from the rope. Push her out of the way. And they do like a choreographed fucking swing on this thing.
I'm not trusting that rope, dude.
Those two are still talking about this right now.
It's my favorite scene in the movie.
You remember that one time we got to swing together for that Poison Ivy movie? With Darlene from Roseanne?
You think they're married now, those two?
They probably have like a reunion. They're at a fucking like Comic-Con. The swingers from Poison Ivy.
After school, Scarrett goes to pick up the girls. Ivy's like, Coop wasn't even in class today, dude. Eventually, Scarrett convinces Ivy to get in the car. Scarrett's driving. He's like, we can't do this. Ivy says, we already did. Don't you remember last night? He says, I can stop. She says, okay, how about right here?
He's like, I don't remember what.
He says, you heard me. And she goes, I hurt you? He says, heard me. She goes, I thought you said I hurt you.
I thought you said hurt.
And then he says, no, I didn't say that.
I thought you said hurt me.
She says, did I hurt you? God damn, dude. Fucking 12 lines of dialogue that are the exact fucking same thing.
Makes for an easy day, though, right?
It's baffling.
It's the unrated version, Kron.
I guess, but I don't know if that matters. Scared eventually does stop the car. It starts to rain. Ivy gets out. She's fucking twirling around in the rain. Eventually she lays on the hood of the car. Scarrett gets out, takes a swig from a bottle. Guys, these two start going at it. That night, Coop plays a sad little song on the piano. You want to talk about the boob grab?
Not really.
No.
Not this time around.
All right. He grabs her boob. You don't really see any boob.
Was this the unedited? Was this director's cut right here?
Yeah.
Was that
Okay.
inserted?
Yes.
I don't know.
I felt like the car, like this whole car rain scene, it was like back
Different.
and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that wasn't in the original. I don't know.
The boob grab?
I feel like all this was unrated version.
I thought we decided 30 seconds ago that we weren't going to talk about it, though, and move on.
Kron keeps saying it. I'm just saying how it looked.
I feel like you could put that in the R-rated version. You don't see any nudity. I thought the only stuff they put in was at the end when it switches to SD.
No, a lot of this was in SD.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling that.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
I
this
didn't
looks a
watch it
little
that
off.
closely, but
I guess I was just too wrapped up in the moment to notice.
well, you were watching Bordello of Blood special features on your phone, right?
Yeah. Sometimes when it got boring.
You got to put your phone away, dude.
All right, that night, Coop, she plays a sad little song on the piano. Ivy shows up. She apologizes. She's like, I feel bad about that stuff with Fred. It's your dog, Coop. Next morning, Georgie puts on a tape labeled Happy Birthday, Mommy. It's that same sad little piano song we just heard moments ago.
Takes a little bit to get that cassette tape into that player, huh?
It's 92. It should have been a CD.
Yeah, but she recorded it when she was little.
No, that's right. Doesn't she like stand over her as she's playing this? Does she go back outside to the front door?
She walks to the window, hears her, sees her, then walks to the front door, and then Coop walks to the front door. And I'm glad you brought me back to this because she just sort of stares for a minute and then goes, "You have a key."
Mm-hmm. George
turned into a mother.
Yeah, there's a lot of moms in this movie, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see. Georgie's playing this tape. She goes over and stands by the window. Again, carelessly dangling herself about. Ivy shows up. She's like, you think about it, don't you? Georgie says she does. And I guess that's all the invite Ivy needs because she pushes this lady right out that fucking window. She falls to the ground. Splat. She's done.
Well, she grabs her wrist, right? And then just, whoops, let's go. An emphysema arm isn't strong enough to keep a hold.
38 years old, man.
Yeah. She could barely open her fucking pills.
We cut over to Georgie's funeral. Coop again has some more VO here. A VO heavy movie. She's like, I never thought my mom would do this. She talked about it constantly, but I never thought she'd do it. We get all this like passage of time montage where everybody's leaving the funeral party. That night, Coop wakes up in bed alone. She goes to Georgie's room where Ivy is sleeping. She doesn't see her at first. She goes to shut the window, and Ivy's like, no, leave it open. It's going to rain in a little bit.
Which is good. She remembers things to play the game.
She's diabolical, dude.
Mm-hmm. Ivy tells Coop, come here, get into bed with me. Talk to me like I'm your mom. I am your mom now, Coop. Fucking deal with it. Coop says, I always thought you were beautiful. I was jealous of you. Blah, blah, blah. All this goes on for a while. Cut to the next day. Scarrett gets to his job. Guys, he's been fucking replaced.
Retire already, bro.
There's a new guy giving a news segment about how shitty everything is. Scarrett gets pissed, but I guess he just storms off.
Get off the streets.
Old white men are not replaceable.
That's when they get the tattoo and she sees the dad on TV. And she's like, we need to get home. I don't need no fucking bus. The way she says that's pretty fucking good.
Cut over to Coop. She's cleaning her mom's car. She's getting this thing all spiffed up.
God damn. Show me that you've never washed a car before.
Where's she? Yeah, pointers.
I don't know. Rinse it off completely first. Get it wet. Keep it wet.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just drop the sponge in one particular part and semicircles, then move on to the next thing. Yeah. Can't just you're just scratching the fucking finish. I didn't see any fucking chamois operation. Like,
You're letting it air dry, dude.
Fuck. In the garage?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying you don't
over.
fucking wash it in direct sunlight either, but
There'd be spots all over that damn thing.
And where's the water going in the garage? Forgive me. Of course, they have a built-in drain.
Yeah, they probably got a drain in that one.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big house.
Kron, when she cleans out that fucking ashtray, that bring back some memories.
I would have smoked a couple of those, dude.
There's probably
Has lipstick on
there's
them
a
and
full
shit.
cigarette in there.
Yeah, that's from before they were putting that shit in them. It makes them go out too. That's a real cigarette there.
I mean, that is, when we say ashtray, that is a shoebox worth of cigarette butts that she empties out.
Kron, how often do you go on eBay and look up like pack of Marlboros 1985?
Have I done that? I've probably done that. I know I've looked up like vintage ashtrays and shit before. You think they'd still be good? Like a pack from the 80s if it was sealed?
No.
I've seen the guy that like opens baseball cards and shit and has the bubble gum in it. And sometimes he's like, all right, no mold, I'll try it. I'm like, oh.
That's crazy that he's chewing baseball cards.
It's a piece of gum. Sometimes in your baseball cards, you got a piece of gum.
Oh, I know.
Oh, all right. This Mickey Mantle rookie tasted like shit.
I mean, what would they give you to chew on in a Hustler cards?
Well, it's more like it's a little strip that you lick, and then the rest of the day you're pulling hair out of your teeth.
Like a waxing strip?
Yeah.
They just got one card with real hair on the girl.
Mm-hmm. Is that yours or mine? I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, man, the whole pack stinks from this one of one.
Quit licking my card, dude.
Stop hogging it.
I might have told the story when I bought some records off a dude who owned a tattoo shop, and he wouldn't sell me this particular Alice Cooper record because it had a pair of panties in it. Like it came with the record, like that was part of the promo. He's like, yeah, I don't want to sell that one. That one still has the panties in it. I'm like, you have a fucking like awesome Electric Warrior T-Rex record here that you could sell for like $80. And you're worried about the Alice Cooper panties, you fucking idiot.
Hey, dude, I already told you can't buy it. I like to wear those sometimes, all right?
I'm waiting for the right moment.
He opened it. They were like, had that like yellow stain, like old, just been sitting in there for years.
Yeah, I pissed in them. So what?
It's like, I don't want that.
Should I have let them dry before I put them back in the bag? Maybe. You want a lick? You drove all the way out here.
No.
All right. Ivy shows up with Georgie's urn. She says, let's go for a drive. All three of us. They start cruising down the road. Ivy's driving. And guys, she starts humming that same sad piano song from earlier.
The one that the guys fucked up on and quit 5 years ago and couldn't play?
Yeah, the impossible song.
It's one thing to hum it.
Coop is like, that's the birthday song I recorded for my mom. You heard that in her room. You were in there this morning? What the fuck? Ivy's like, what are you saying? What are you accusing me of? Ivy starts driving all reckless. They come up on this truck real fast. Ivy swerves. They get into a crash. Coop smacks her head on the windshield. Ivy smacks her tits on the steering wheel. They show you that in close up.
It's part of the story.
What a damn shame. Lose a nice car like that.
It's not totaled. I mean,
Yeah.
just hit a tree.
I'd have loved to have driven that on Thunder Road.
Bruce?
Bruce's biggest fan.
Why?
It's been a
We
while.
haven't
Been a while.
found a doll, dude. We
What the fuck are you talking about?
didn't find one.
Whoa. Are you saying this is Vincent Gatto's brother?
Yeah.
Took you long enough.
Shit, dude.
Is this
I'm
what I
sorry,
sound like?
Didn't even recognize you. Your voice might have changed a little.
Yeah. COVID.
I get it, dude.
Yeah.
That's not a thing anymore.
Have you been around any unclean men lately?
I'll take a lick now and then.
Don't we all, dude?
Listen, I don't mean to interrupt you guys' glory days here, but Kron, did you hear that John Lithgow's going to be Dumbledore?
Oh, shit. You know what?
I heard it on the radio. Thought I'd drive over and let you know.
I got to start getting all you guys to talk to each other because we could have cut down on at least a couple guests this evening.
What do you mean?
Well, all right. So Brian E. Palma showed up and he told me that.
Wait, the
But
D is silent?
The D is silent. I mean, I think he knows how to pronounce his own name.
I never knew that.
And then before that, J.K. Rowling popped in to let us know that Lithgow's the new Dumbledore.
What a real
fuck
bitch.
her.
Fuck
Yeah,
her.
she's a bitch. Fuck her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a bad person.
Well, that's a bummer that you had two assholes come on here and tell you that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a real fool.
I guess it's like we can't call you an asshole. Your brother was definitely an asshole.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's burying puppets out in the woods and shit.
All right.
Is that like the family like curse?
I haven't buried anything in a really long time.
Whoa, what did you bury though?
My feelings?
Oh, that's a bummer. I thought maybe you guys like both had a puppet.
No, I had My Little Buddy.
Oh, that's.
I don't think you wouldn't call that a puppet.
Did you ever put your hand up him?
No. I was afraid he would seek revenge.
Your family? Yeah, I would be concerned.
Yeah. All right, anyway, I got to go teach a class on how to wash a car.
Damn, you could have helped out on this movie.
Make sure you don't leave it to dry in the garage. That's what I learned.
Unless you got a drain in there.
No, that's true.
All right, where are we at? You guys talk about the car wreck yet?
Yeah, we were right there.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
right there.
Vincent Gallo's brother showed up.
Vincent Gatto. Not
Gatto?
Gallo.
The brown bunny himself?
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think that's right, dude. It's a good pull. All right. So after the wreck, Ivy drags an unconscious Coop to the driver's seat.
Diabolical.
Mm-hmm. She knows what she's doing.
She puts the like blood on the steering wheel.
Yep.
We cut over to Scarrett. He arrives at the hospital. The nurse here is like, hey, I know you want to go in there and strangle that kid.
Kron, I'm pretty sure this is a doctor.
All right, the doctor.
I know.
I'm going to stop doing this fucking podcast, dude.
It wasn't the maid, dude.
I never know what women do. I got everybody popping in to tell me Lithgow landed the fucking Dumbledore role.
I figured that they figured you'd want to know that.
I have doctor in my notes.
Catherine. Yeah.
Jesus
Son of a bitch.
I just went to sleep like 20 minutes ago.
I just saw him this weekend in Quantumania, dude. And he looked fantastic.
Yeah.
He gets
MD.
He's got like a Nosferatu thing.
Speaking of doctors, it's MD.
Hey, guys. Hey, it's Kron.
Yeah. Just fucking say it, dude. Just come on, Michael Douglas.
Oh, Lithgow's gonna be Dumbledore.
Shit, dude.
I just thought you're the first person that Catherine thought to wake me up. Thank you, by the way.
The fact that Catherine thinks about me.
you, fucking wild.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's so crazy.
That made my day.
You got to get her on one of these calls with you, MD.
No, you guys don't want to talk. She's the most uninteresting person in the
I would
world.
have loved to talk to her.
Trust me.
Let me be the judge.
No. Yeah, I told him.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm on
we're
cloud
the first,
9, dude.
We're the first people to let him know.
You're the first.
Yes. Did De Palma already come in here?
I think it's pronounced E Palma.
Yeah, that fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's drinking tonight. He called us too.
I haven't had anything to drink in a really long time, but thank you for asking, Michael. Kron, I'm glad I got you here. Put down your popcorn. You're not gonna believe what I just read at the bus stop.
What could it possibly be, Nick Nolte?
Yeah, your second favorite actor in the world, John Lithgow, is gonna be.
Who's he gonna be?
He's gonna be Dumble.
You're really struggling over Dumbledore, aren't you?
Let's do me Dumble. Michael, why are you here? You should be asleep.
Yeah, Catherine woke me up to tell me on the news that Lithgow is going to be the Dumbledore.
How is Catherine?
We need to have dinner.
Oh, man.
It's been so long. Brother.
Oh.
I actually came across Affliction the other night. And I was just like, we need to call Nick and have him come over for dinner.
I haven't had a bowl of spaghetti as good as the time you and I Lady and Tramp did.
It's just like Tuscany all over again in 84. I think Nick called me. I got it. Catherine said I gotta go.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to dig into a Chef Boyardee. It ain't the same, but don't mind me. It's Harry Potter there, Kron.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. Couldn't be more excited.
Oh, hey,
Pleasure to see you, sir.
Hey, Double D.
Love your work. Just came across Affliction the other night. You're so great in that, dude.
Has a good film.
Is he lagging or what's?
No,
I think-
it's crystal
I don't-
clear. Oh my!
I don't think his mic picks up everything when he.
Isn't there a kid like holding a? Doesn't he have like a phone helper or something?
No, don't. All right, listener. Now that the 2 RFKs are gone, we can get back to this movie.
Yeah, where are stars studded tonight? Jesus.
The doctor shows up and tells Scarrett, "Hey, I know you want to strangle this kid, but she had a big head injury, so you can't do it. You gotta wait at least till tomorrow." Scarrett goes into Coop's room. Coop says, "It's Ivy. It's all Ivy. She caused all of this." Scarrett is like, "What the fuck? You got a tattoo? This shit's real?" Scarrett says, "I know you were driving. You almost killed your best friend." Coop says,
You almost killed your fucking stepmom.
Coop says she's gotten to you, hasn't she?
She's at home stuck in a dryer. No
Worried
thanks
sick.
to you.
Worried sick about you.
What do you look that up on, Bones?
What? Oh,
So-
stepmom's, that's at the end of the physical library.
S.
It's not alphabetic?
Well, I don't really get, well, there's, I mean, really T for tits. And that's kind of
Mhm.
it.
It's genre.
Yeah, I go by genre.
Let's see.
Well, there's uvula play that I'm not really into.
Water sports?
Not really into.
Well, but
The water sports
I thought
I'm
you had a
into
library.
would be in S. SQ.
fair enough.
All I know is trying to get the stepmom porn DVDs out takes forever. They are just
stuck back there.
They are crammed in there.
Scarrett eventually leaves. He says, "I'll see you."
You
in the
kind of
morning."
like it though, right?
Oh yeah.
We get some Coop hallucinations here. She pictures her mom holding up the necklace from her dad. Eventually, Coop sneaks out of the hospital. A roving goth in a decommissioned school bus shows up
man.
and picks her up.
It's just
Fucking
so
awesome.
great.
He gives her a change of clothes, I think, and drives her home.
Mm-hmm.
Coop walks in and sees her dad's big old ass. He's got Ivy bent over a couch and is just pounding away at her.
Is it the couch or the piano?
It's the piano. It's
Oh,
a
it's-
grand piano,
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like to call a 5DR 360.
Coop runs out. Scarrett says, "Oh my
Oh.
God."
She watches and steps forward.
She
Quite
can't
a bit.
see.
Oh yeah.
She hasn't confirmed it's Ivy yet, I guess.
I think you would need the most minimal amount of light to know that your dad is railing somebody.
I mean, outside possibility, it's the reanimated corpse of her mom.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I think
no,
she does see her mom.
she
Her
does.
mom got cremated, so never mind.
Yeah, she was in the car.
Okay. Coop runs out. Scarrett says, "I'm going to find her." He gives chase.
Was he doing the popcorn trick with that urn?
Probably. Ivy runs after Scarrett, and Ivy's like, "I can find her." All right. This
Me
part's
and
kinda-
Darlene smoked it before, so there's nothing in there.
Mm-hmm.
This part's kind of weird because Scarrett, he like looks at Ivy. He sees the big bruise and he's like, "Oh, fuck, you were driving." But he was just fucking her.
From behind.
So,
Yeah, but he's from
Yeah.
behind.
okay, but did he walk into the room and she was bent over that piano? Just waiting
She had
for
a
him?
shirt on.
Yeah, she had a little skirt or something. It was dark, dude. He's 60. He's got poor eyesight.
All right.
He didn't have his glasses on.
He's drunk as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, Scary leaves to look for Coop.
Or Occam's razor. She's just bent over waiting.
That's what I think happened. Ivy goes back in. She goes
Is
up.
it my birthday? What the fuck?
She goes up to Georgie's room. She puts on that sad piano song. She's staring out the window. She's like, God, it's so hard being a mom, having to hold a family together.
Fuck this stepmom shit.
That's
Coop
gotta
shows up.
be the easiest job in the world, right?
Stepmom?
A rich stepmom.
Oh, yeah, you just
Yeah.
get to bang every man in the house. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Take the credit card, kid. Go have some fun.
Coop shows up behind Ivy. She says, I love you. She sees Ivy as her mom, Georgie. Ivy says, I love you too. She gives Coop a kiss, but eventually she slips her the tongue. And Coop snaps out of it. She's like, hey, my mom wouldn't do that. Ivy says, don't you see, we can be a family now. Coop pushes Ivy out the window. Ivy grabs her necklace, but it breaks.
Symbolism.
What?
Symbolism.
Mm-hmm. Ivy falls to her death just as Scarrett's car pulls up. We
And
get
he
some.
runs her over.
Damn shame he didn't run her over.
Well, they had to leave it open to bring her back and poison
That's
Ivy
fair.
too. We get some ending VO here. Coop's all like, you know what? I miss her. I love her. I still think about her. You still think about, I hope you would, the woman who killed your mom and then you killed in revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she does still think about her.
Now this, Dan, I think I would qualify as revenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll agree with that.
Okay, cool.
I think we know what revenge is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
End
Chuck,
of
all right.
movie.
Guys, that was Poison Ivy from 1992, directed by Kat Shea. Dan, hit me with that research.
Gentlemen, Poison Ivy from 1992 was released May 8th of 1992. Had a budget of $3 million. Theatrical release here, gentlemen, made over $1.8 million. At the cinema that month, you could catch K2, Split Second, which was covered here on 5DR, Livewire, which was covered here on 5DR. You could also catch, they have some other like same type of thrillers like this that same day that Poison Ivy came out. Wild Orchid 2, Two Shades of Blue, Crisscross, has Goldie Hawn in it.
Jump.
Lethal Weapon 3 did come out May 15th. The Vagrant, which was covered here on 5DR, came out May 15th. That next week, the 22nd, you can catch Alien 3, Encino Man. Later that month, Sister Act. So there you go. All right. Leonardo DiCaprio, as we discussed, did have a brief cameo as a student. This was his first role in a theatrical released movie. His previous film was Critters 3, direct to video. No speaking. Based on the experience of producer Melissa Goddard had when she was younger, she had a friend stay with her and her family, and eventually the friend seduced her stepfather.
Whoa. And
This
became
movie,
her mom?
Well-
to each their own.
Well, is it your stepmom if she marries your stepfather?
This is math we don't need to be trying to figure out. This movie did help spawn a genre of lethal Lolita and exploitation films around young women use their sexuality as a weapon to destroy a family. Box office flop.
Let me tell
Thrived.
you, that weapon, 100% effective.
It's been working for years. Box office flop, but thrived on cable TV and video rental. Made lots of money from that, which spawned the sequels. I sent a clip to you gentlemen earlier today of Sarah Gilbert, who plays Coop. She came out in 2010 as a lesbian. She was on Drew Barrymore's show, where they kind of discussed that was Sarah's first kiss, was Drew Barrymore. The character of Ivy was originally written to live on at
Drew
the end
Barrymore's
of the movie.
first kiss was E.T., right?
Yeah. Eddie Torres, the extra testicle. She was originally written to live at the end of the film. The script had her leave Coop's house and go hitchhiking. But New Line Cinema told director Shea that they wanted Drew Barrymore's character to die, because they probably watched it and were like, we're not coming back for any sequels.
Is that the only time a fucking studio has ever said that?
Maybe. She did, I guess.
I bet Golan and Globus said it all the time, dude.
She missed her audition, I guess, but Shay made her come to her house and do the audition because she was already going to hire Barrymore anyway. In the movie, Ivy's real name is never revealed. That's all I got for Poison Ivy from 1992. A Letterboxd user rating of a 2.7. Rate my box.
Take me up inside.
I'll go first. I think this movie does not meet the expectations of what you think. Maybe because it's so early in its run, or of the what was it? Slut-sploitation? Slut-sploitation? I would say there was far more like actual character study and shit in this than I was expecting. I didn't dislike it, but I don't think there's any satisfying growth. It's just used as filler to get you to this point, so it explains it. I think you could have shifted that a little bit more, brought that up to the front, and had a little bit more tension and chaos at the end. Stretch that out a little bit. It does just fucking end. We see her like her dead body laying in the rain, and then a voiceover, and then bam. I don't think there's any there's nothing weak in any of the performances or the writing. It's passably directed. It's the 90s. It's shot on film, so it's somewhat nostalgic in that way. I don't want to be too mean to this. I think I'm pretty in line with the average. I'm going to go with 3.0.
All right. Yeah, I'll kind of echo what Bone said there. This is way more of a character study than a horny B erotic thriller. But I think we're going to get there eventually with this box set. I think Barrymore has a great performance here. I think she did really well. I didn't mind Sarah Gilbert's performance either. I kind of wanted to see more chaos that these two caused as friends together, I guess. And maybe a little bit more of Sarah Gilbert's character wondering if maybe she was in love with Ivy. Maybe some more of that. But I was glad that they didn't turn Drew Barrymore into like, yes, she does push her mom and she kills this dog, but I'm glad she wasn't like offing the maid and like all kinds of shit like that, making her like a fucking slasher killer, which I thought was all right. Yeah, a little disappointed with like I said, the horniness here. I thought it was gonna be like Poison Ivy, but we'll get there. But not terrible. I don't think this is the worst we could do. It's a 2.5 for me. Like I said, good performances. It was alright. 92, not bad. Terrible tattoos though. Oof.
All right, dudes. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I'm tired of talking. I don't know if the listeners are aware of this, but John Lithgow will be playing Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter adaptation.
What?
That's pretty exciting.
When'd you find this out?
You know, I stay on top of stuff,
Wow.
dude. Poison Ivy, this movie was okay. It does kind of give you something different than you're expecting. I think there is some fun kind of campy stuff mixed in here, but I wish that it had done a lot more of that. And Dan, you said you think we'll get there. I sure hope we do. This one was okay. I do think what is ultimately funny about Poison Ivy is that it was probably a movie that, like, what got people renting this? It was the idea of, hey, do you know Drew Barrymore, the girl next door? Do you want to see her nude? And people were like, whoa, really? And they were like, I don't know, you got to rent the movie to find out. And then people rented it and they saw Tom Skerritt's ass for fucking 7 minutes of this film. I don't think it's great. I'm looking forward to the next 3. As those budgets go down and those plots get more desperate, we're going to be getting into some good territory.
Those
2
buttons come undone.
2.5 from Kron.
All right.
Let's see. Poison Ivy would have an average score from the 3 of us of 2.67. This would end up at number 115 on the big list. Right below Never Too Young to Die, and right above Punisher Warzone. Technically tied with Punisher Warzone. Both right above The Phantom.
Ouch.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Am I lagging or is Kron lagging?
I think Bones is frozen.
No, he's not.
Oh. Whoa.
Oh, season 3. Well, we'll be back in a month with Poison Ivy 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is there a subtitle for that?
Lily?
Lilith, maybe?
Abby? Lily? It's a name.
Yeah, Poison Ivy 2, Lily.
Okay.
From 96.
Whoa.
All right.
Looking forward to it, gentlemen. But I think Bones. Well, I guess we'll crash and burn. See each other. Share a show.
Stay skangy. Crash and burn.
All right, welcome back. We got to fucking just pound through this like a chest through a steering wheel.
Hot.
Yeah. Kron, thanks for kicking off the box set, buddy.
You got it.
I know that was tough with all the VD and stuff.
Yeah.
You're
Cut
running
my
rampant
throat.
through you.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get an Osmosis Jones in there. Heal you up.
I mean, if somebody could just vault me.
That's true. I don't think we've got the funds for that, though.
I don't think I want your skull looking any different.
It takes a lot to fill up these fucking gas tanks, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pumping.
Can't buy eggs. Can't buy gas. Kron can't sell his ass. What's happening in America?
He's going to double up next week.
Yep. We're out here. We're on the road. We're on the run. And what are we in? I look around. I see a fucking big-ass stick shift. I see a CB radio. Got some Jake brakes, man. I got this big wheel. I got a big rig, baby. Seems like a perfect time to break off another big rig category. Whoa. I'm just calling it Big Rigs 3. On the road again. All of my other subtitles were much more mean and targeted.
So I'm writing down Revenge Big Rigs 3.
No. I believe this is Big Rigs 3, on the road again. If there's revenge in your movie, I'll tell you whether or not it's a revenge film. And I think Dan will back me up.
I'll double check.
As we know what revenge is.
Fact check.
Revenge is.
But all we just need some trucking, baby. And you know what? Why limit ourselves to the earth? You gotta truck elsewhere.
I already know where we're going, dude.
You gotta go with a patron saint of the podcast, Stuart Gordon. 1996. Space Truckers. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I lag right when I say the fucking title. Did you hear it at least?
I heard Stuart Gordon.
Dan, we're watching Space Truckers from
He
the year
heard me.
1996.
He
directed
heard
by
me.
Stuart Gordon.
It's not just me.
That's what I
It
think.
is totally me. Dennis Hopper, already mentioned on the episode.
Bones is frozen, so I'll let you know. I believe this is available on Tubi.
How do we? What?
That's just where I
What did
watched
I
it
do
last
in
time.
life? What did I do in life to go 2 hours in the end of every episode now? This shit is unstable. It's a fucking cruel world, dude. I'm leaving this world and I'm going to start space trucking.
Well, we're going to join you.
Mhm.
Okay. I would invite you, think a little. I had contemplated a sort of off-world big rig, right? Because a lot of sci-fi stuff is the movement of ore, materials, bodies in stasis. So feel free to think about that too. If you're looking at big rig movies and you're thinking a little limited, feel free to go off-world. But just a classical big rig movie's fine with me.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say before I lag more.
Crash and burn.
You guys are frozen on my end, so I can't tell if you're excited or pissed.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Welcome to Dead Formats, a movie podcast all about, you guessed it, dead formats. But it's not just about videotapes and laserdiscs. It's about any of the types of movies that just don't get made anymore. interactive movies, made-for-TV stuff, shot on video films, that sort of thing. If it's obscure...
Hey, can I ask a question? What's a video magazine?
That's a good question. Or bizarre.
I'm not gonna lie, I fired it up and I was like, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
Or almost unwatchable.
It's very strange. I don't love it. I think that it's technically absurd in every sense.
We want to talk about it. Every 2 weeks, join me and a different guest host as we discuss the forgotten sides of cinema. Let's breathe some new life into these dead formats together.